everyone, it's Shel from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is for the monthly collab that I do with Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations and Terra from Mayhem Crafty Cards. And our theme for this month was to create a card using Honeybee Stamps products in the theme of summer. So we're actually going to be doing a postcard. So a while back I got that huge postcard die set and I decided I wanted to use it again. I'm really into the postage stamps and postage card stuff, postcard stuff that a lot of companies have been coming out with lately. So I decided that I wanted to create a summertime postcard. I am also using dies from the set that has the luggage in it, and I apologize that I don't know any of the names. I actually did this video so long ago and completely forgot to do the voiceover until, of course, the day that these are going up. So I am doing the voiceover fairly quickly to the time that it is going to be posted because I am always last minute. Oh, I am gluing the pieces of the camera together. So I cut out the camera and then I also did a bathing suit top, and you'll see that in, I don't think I show you the coloring of it because it's kind of the same thing as the camera. I also did a passport, so I'm using a white gel pen to go over and bring out some of that embossed detail that's on there. So you're gonna see me do layered stencils that will color in that background image. I thought the image actually cut out some of the pieces, but it just really impresses it into the paper so that you can go ahead and know where to put all of your stencils. So here's all the stencils. It actually comes with a layering guide too, which is absolutely fantastic so that you can see what goes where. So I'm putting down the first layer. I'm using my stamp wheel, which I absolutely love for things like this. This makes it so easy to go ahead and ink up things, especially these stencils. There are a lot of pieces in there that are like they come up or they have sharp edges to them. So if you have pixie spray, this would be a great stencil to use it on. I have pixie spray somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I am just going to wing it and go just hold down the pieces as I go through and ink them up. So this is the first layer. I do them out of order based on the card because this was the first time I opened them, and when I opened them, I just used them in the order that they were in, and they were out of order with the guide. So while you're watching me ink these up, I thought I would tell you about a little bit where I've been, what's been going on with school and work and everything. So school is great. We have our residency in a couple of weeks. We have a professor who found out that he was teaching one of the classes a week before it started. That's been interesting. And apparently the department never told either one of them that we have in-person residencies and that they had to be there. They knew we had residencies, but they didn't realize that they had to be there. So that's coming up in a couple weekends, and that will be fun. It's always good to see my fellow cohort mates and just kind of get together, and we do some group projects. We work on some things that are going to help us eventually write our dissertation. So that's really exciting. I'm also going to Texas next month. We have a Wounded Warriors project that we're doing. We go out and build houses for Wounded Warriors. I'm hoping that the house is pretty much built and I can just go in and paint or decorate. I'm hoping to be inside because in San Antonio it was 103 last week. So being outside is going to be very, very hot. And considering that here today it's in the 60s, it's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s for most of this week, it's going to be a big, big change when I go out there. So hoping for some inside assignments and whatever it is, I'm just excited to be able to do that. I think it's a really cool thing that HEB puts on for the vendors. We pay to go to this retreat. It's basically like a 3-day almost retreat. They talk to you about what their goals are for the year, their marketing programs, and then we also get some good dinners and we get to meet the buyers and things. So that will be the first time that I'm meeting any of the buyers, the first time I've seen an HEB store, and we're also going to Buc-ee's. I did tell my boss that we were going to Buc-ee's. He said he's never been, so that's going to be an interesting experience. We're actually flying into Austin and driving to San Antonio because that was quicker than actually flying into San Antonio. So excited about that, and have a couple other trips coming up. Going back to Florida, I was just in Florida a couple of weeks ago, and probably be there every like 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. So lots of travel coming up. School, work's just been a little crazy. We have been kind of in like a fire drill mode right now, but I'm learning a lot. I have a lot of great exposure to upper management. So it's been a great experience. The kittens are doing really well. They are a little over 2 years now, and they just get into everything. I think I talked about this in some of my other videos. I had a heart episode at the end of last year, so I've been going to the cardiologist and also to my primary doctor, and they've both told me the same thing. You need to lose weight, which I know I do. But so I've been working on that. I got a weighted vest, which I absolutely love. I also got a trampoline. I'm thinking about possibly doing some, I don't know if I'm going to do it on here or if I may create another channel for it, but I was thinking about doing my health journey, change the way I eat. I have been more active, and then I also go to dance classes once a week. So when I got the rebounder, which is basically a fancy name for the trampoline, the cats were obsessed with it, and I started jumping on it, and then they were on it while I was jumping. So they like to be bounced on the little trampoline. They're the weirdest cats I've ever seen, but they absolutely love it. They also love to jump off the bed onto the trampoline, so they get kind of a little bounce when they do that, and they like to fight either on top of it, though they will wrestle and roll on it, or one will be on the top of the trampoline and the other one will be underneath, and then they fight through the trampoline. So that's what's going on here. Now let's get back to the card. You can see that I cut out 2 frames, one for the front and one for the back, from that reflective silver paper. I also cut out this bathing suit top. I wanted to use that on the postage stamp. I did cut the background out from that same silvery cardstock, not glittery. It's just like reflective cardstock. I cut the sunglasses out from that, and I thought it looked funny just having that, and I wanted to tie the other things in together, and I thought the white looked a little bit too plain. So you're going to see I'm going to start assembling some of the postcard. So I'm going to put the stamp on where the embossed image goes. So this will also just emboss some of the lines on there. I'm going to go ahead and put glue. I'm using some Barely Arts glue to go around the frame and attach that to there. So I wanted to do where you would write the address and your message. I wanted to add a couple more icons on there. So that's where I added in the passport and the sunglasses. Now, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this piece, what part of it I wanted on there, because the image is actually larger than the frame. So I decided to glue it down, and then I cut off the excess pieces. Now this frame is also from that same postage die set that is huge. If you saw my haul, I think I talked about it in there. I actually got a ginormous box. Usually it comes in an envelope, and I got a box, and I was like, what the heck did I order from Honeybee? And so if you get that know that that's what you're going to get, because it doesn't fit in a normal envelope. Okay, so I'm going to glue these 2 sides together. So wanted to make sure that I was gluing it right side up and not upside down, because that would totally be something that I would do. Going to go ahead and put the icons on there. So I have the camera, the passport, and the sunglasses. I do eventually kind of just move them around. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do for the placement, but I thought that it looked a little bit too heavy to have the passport and the camera on the same, like both on the bottom, and then just the sunglasses on top. So it's what I prefer. You might think differently. glue those on, and then we are going to work on the background. If I had to do this over again, I don't think that I would have done what I did. You're gonna see in a minute, I'm gonna use the Lawn Fawn Sparkle. It's like glitter glue kind of thing, and put it all over the clouds that are on the back. It put a little bit too much moisture, and you can actually see it through the other side. I just could not find my clear sparkle pen from Spectrum Noir, and I knew that I wanted to add a little bit because, you know, it wouldn't be me without some glitter and some sparkle and some shine. So I went ahead and added the more of that to the clouds. I'm going to use my craft pick to pull some of that glitter out so it's not as clumpy. I don't know if it's user error or what, but I like the Spectrum Noir better. Well, thank you guys for watching. That's the card. Please make sure you check out Terra and Marie's videos, and I'll see you again real soon for another video. Bye!